let me check to see if it's the microphone that I want. Okay, good. That's right. It's everyone's favorite time of the year, where I get to get every prediction in the chase wrong. Yay! It's 2017, therefore we get to do 2017 predictions. 16 motherfucking drivers, 10 motherfucking races, an infinite amount of terrible fucking calls by the officials, one champion. Except not this season, because this year I'm doing Xfinity and trucks, bitches. That's fucking right. Okay, enough with the fucks. Let's just get on with our lives. We'll start at trucks because that's the best series. You may be thinking, wait, there's still another race until the Xfinity and trucks chase. Well, do you honestly think there's going to be a different Xfinity winner at Chicagoland? And no matter how this goes, I still see the same final four in the truck series. Plus, I also predicted that Ryan Truex would make the chase. So therefore, this is kind of tying into the original 10 predictions. So let's get this shit show on the shit road. So we got Bell, Nemechek, Crafton, Sauter, Gralla, Briscoe, that douchebag, and Ryan Truex. If he doesn't make the chase, I will be massively triggered. But anyway, who moves on among these guys? Well, first we got to talk about their seasons. So, Christopher Bell. Yeah. Don't even need to say a word. Nemechek. He's got 2 wins this season. It's basically been rain. It's either been a rain or shine for old Nemechek. So, the likelihood that he does good really hinges on whether or not he's at the end of the race at the right time. Crafton. Well, he's Matt Crafton. Moving on. Johnny Sauter, he won the championship last season. Can he do it again? I don't fucking know. You'll have to wait and see. Kaz Gralla, he had one win by sheer luck and Ben Rhodes being a jackass. He should have won at Canadian Tire, but that didn't happen. Chase Briscoe. Everyone thinks his name is Ryan Briscoe. Well, they are incorrect, to say the least. He won at Texas, but no, the record book will not show that. But in any case, yeah, Briscoe. Can we just not? Yeah, let's just not. Ryan Truex. I said he'd make the chase in the predictions video. Who fucking knows if he will, as it is anyway. But he is here for the sake of being here. So, why? God damn it. God damn it. How could you do this to me? Damn it, Discord. So we got New Hampshire, Las Vegas, and Talladega for the trucks chase. Well, New Hampshire is just one of the worst races of the year all around. Every series. Even trucks. Not even trucks can make a good race out of New Hampshire. It's sad. It's sad, honestly. Then you got Las Vegas, just for no reason at all. It's just there. And then Talladega. Yes, the truck series ending one leg of the chase at Talladega. How could that possibly go wrong? Well, now we get to find out who goes on to round 2. Boom, baby. So Christopher Bell wins New Hampshire, and then just utterly fucking dog shit race. Briscoe finally breaks through to win at Las Vegas. I can see it happening. That's where Reddick won last year. So, it could very well happen again. Brad Keselowski Racing goes out with a bang. Talladega, who the fuck knows who's gonna win that? I mean, you're fucking man, random Joe on the street who's never seen a single NASCAR race could probably pluck a name out of their asshole and just speak it. You know, just like if they said like Jim Bob Frankenstein, they'd probably be more accurate than anything I could say. So we'll just have to wait to see what kind of shit show. The Talladega is going to be this season, but I see Nemechek, Crafton, Sauter, and Truex moving on, if he makes the chase, that is. And the reason I say that is because Gralla and Syndic are going to be against each other the entire chase. Which will be entertaining for us, but, yeah, you know how it is. So now the question becomes, who makes the Final Four? Well, I'll let you know. Right after this word from our sponsor. Aw, shit. Yeah, no. That's what I think right here. So, Bell, Nemechek, Kraft, and Sauter. I think that this round of the Trucks Chase is going to be very, very interesting. I don't see Bell winning any of the races, but due to the fact that he's won 15,000 times this season, he'll have enough playoff fucking points to advance. Stupid-ass name. Nemechek I can see winning Martinsville. He's good at short tracks. Crafton winning Phoenix. I mean, he probably should have in 2014 in all honesty. Or was that 15? I don't even remember. But the point is, Sauter wins at Texas, like he did last season, in a similar fashion as well. So, yeah. So that's what I honestly think. So, between these four, who could win the championship? Well, we've seen last year that this chase format doesn't exactly benefit the people who actually deserve to win the championship. You know, William Byron, Eric Jones, anyone besides Jimmie Johnson? Yeah. What are the odds that Bell actually wins this championship? In a winner-take-all finale, where absolutely nothing that you've done beforehand matters, and it all depends on a single solitary race, that is when shit hits the fan. And when shit hits the fan, John Hunter Nemechek's the one that prevails. I see John Hunter Nemechek winning this Trucks Championship and still not making it to the motherfucking Xfinity Series. You wait. You fucking wait. So, moving on to Xfinity. Sadler. He's had about as good of a season as he had last year. He just hasn't had the wins to back it up. Allgaier actually got a win this season, but he's not even close to being as consistent as he was last year. But it's good that he got the win. Byron, obviously, we all know he's won 3 times now. People think that he's a Homestead lock, but we'll have to wait and see if I think that. Michael Annett, the fucking best driver in the Xfinity Series, bar none. Bar none the best driver. Oh, God. In Xfinity. Yeah. Let's not talk about that. Brennan Poole. He's regressed. Last season, I thought he did really good. He actually, if he had held on to that Talladega win, I wouldn't have even been mad. He deserved a win last year. This season, no. He has just been atrocious. Hemrick, on the other hand, has just been just great. Everything about Hemrick is great. I think he should have stayed in trucks, but if RCR and Xfinity was the best that he could do, I don't mind. So, also, my computer is really loud because it's really hot in this room, and I can't open the window because there's a fucking infestation of flies there. So, I'm kind of stuck in this fucking death trap of heat. This goddamn NASCAR heat furnace. But anyway. Yeah, Hemrick. Cole Custer. I fucking despise Cole Custer, but he's actually had a really good season. Very respectable running order. Very respectable runs. Has been the highest finishing non-leech many times, so yeah, good on him, I guess. Ryan Reed won Daytona. Pulled it directly from his ass once again, just like last time. Blake Cook objectively probably has the best car in the Xfinity field next to Kyle Busch every week. But he's just, I don't think he's that good of a driver. He's got the raw speed that Truex has, but he just doesn't have the talent to back it up. I mean, honestly, he should be running with Junior Motorsports every week, week in and week out. He should be up there in the standings, up in the top 8. He shouldn't be as far back as he is. So, mad shade thrown to Blake Cook there. Good drink right there. Moving on to Jeremy Clements. He won. I still can't believe that. And he shook up the Xfinity chase, to say the least. I mean, he pushed out Dakota Armstrong. Wow. Because he was going to make such an impact on this year's championship picture. I know, right? Yeah, so he's in the chase. That probably won't last. Brendan Gaughan, the nicest guy in the goddamn garage, deserves so much better, such as a Trucks Championship, but obviously that'd be too good if they gave it to him, so. Kentucky, Dover, and Charlotte. Who will perform at their best at those tracks? Let's find out. So, we've got Sadler, Allgaier, Byron, Annette, Poole, Hamrick, Reed, and Custer moving on. I think this is the easiest round in the chase to predict in any series, except for one problem, the lack of bonus points going in to the chase. That's what happened last year. That got Blake Cook to advance. I still can't fucking believe that Ty moved on, even though he was knocked out of the first round of the chase, dude. What the fuck? Seriously. Gotta hate that guy. Fuck him. So, yeah. Out of these races, pretty sure that Ryan Preece is going to win Kentucky. Leach is going to win Dover, probably Larson. And Charlotte, William Byron will get a win on speed. The only win that he's gotten on speed this season is Indianapolis, and even that was after Kyle Busch and Eric Jones went down pit road when they didn't even need to, and I still don't understand why they did. But I think he finally gets a win on speed at Charlotte. Hopefully there's no leeches in that race. If there's even one leech in there, probably not going to happen, but yeah. So, Kansas, Texas, and Phoenix. Who could possibly win those crazy races right there, and who's going to make the Final Four? Let's find out. I already made this prediction at the start of the season. Sadler, Allgaier, Byron, Annette. All Junior Motorsports Final Four. Kansas goes to Allgaier. I can dream, damn it. Texas goes to a Leach. Michael Annette is going to win Phoenix. And let me tell you why. He has speed late in the race. There's always late race cautions at Phoenix. Allgaier is going to win Kansas, so he won't need the equipment going into Phoenix. Allgaier had the winning car last time. If they give a similar setup to Michael Annette, he could totally fucking do it. Yes, I can hear your laughter all the way from over here. Please stop laughing at me. I'm too sensitive for this shit. So, between all of these guys, who has the best shot at the championship? Sadler. He should have won the championship last year, but of course he didn't. Thank you, Colwitt, by the way. That was really necessary. Allgaier won at Phoenix. That's about all I can ask for, but I would love more. I mean, if Byron wins Charlotte, that'd be a 4-win season going into Miami. And, well, we all know Michael Annette. He is kind of just there. So between these four, who has the best chance of winning the championship? Well, you're going to see thematically that this championship format is so asinine that it does not reward the best drivers. Just like I said in trucks, whoever has the best season, no chance that they win the championship. Fucking assholes in their goddamn fucking motorbikes. Which is exactly why Justin Allgaier is this year's Xfinity champion. Byron is obviously the championship favorite. And if anyone deserves the championship this year, it's Byron. Which is exactly why he's not going to win the championship. Because this chase format, I mean, every chase format is just so stupid. Alright. Now for the moment that everyone came out in droves to find out my 2017 Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series final chase predictions, round by round, and all that good shit. So you got Kurt Busch, Brad Keselowski, Truex, who deserved the championship, Newman, Larson, Johnson, Kyle Busch, Kane, Stenhouse, Austin, Blaney, Denny Hamlin, Harvick, Chase Elliott, Matt Kenseth, and Jamie McMurray. The gang's all here, man. The gang's all here. So what about Kurt Busch? Well, he had a miraculous run to win that good old Daytona 500, and he did nothing for many weeks after that. He's actually really come alive. Darlington was great, and he followed it up at Richmond. The question is, can he keep the momentum headed into the chase? That's a good question, isn't it? Keselowski, he hasn't done shit since he won Martinsville. And I mean, he's been competitive in some races, but I guess he just doesn't get the finishes to back that up. I mean, he had a race-winning car at Richmond. I mean, if he got off pit road first, I could have easily seen him winning that race. But you know, at Richmond, anyone, if you're the leader on the final restart, you're gonna win. But yeah, Keselowski's slacking. Oh boy, I wonder how he's gonna lose the championship this year. I don't even want to think about it. Newman, he won Phoenix. He's had some good runs since then. Actually, he has currently, I think, the second longest top 10 streak at the moment, behind Jones, and I think tied with Kyle Busch, which is very interesting considering that RCR has been just dog shit this year. So Newman's going to go all 2014 on us, and if he does and wins the championship that way, I will not even complain. Larson, he has 4 wins this year. Should be 3. But we're not going to talk about that. Jimmie Johnson, I can't believe that it's 2017. Guy's got 7 fucking championships, and I still see people doubting him. What does it take? Does Jimmie Johnson have to come to your house and win 7 fucking tournaments on you in Wii Sports before you realize that you do not ever doubt Jimmie Johnson? Stop. Stop fucking doubting Jimmie Johnson. Please. I can only take so many more championships. Stop doubting Jimmie Johnson. Please, God, stop doubting Jimmie Johnson. Anyway, Kyle Busch. I fucking despise Kyle Busch for many reasons. Kyle riles me up. So, yeah, if he doesn't win the championship this year, I will be very content. Casey Kane, poor guy, wins a race and then immediately is announced that he's not going to be in the car next season. He just can't win, can he? Well, unless the race is Indianapolis and it's a complete utter shit show. Stenhouse, he won twice this year. No one saw this coming. I mean, I thought that Roush was going to do decent this season, potentially point their way into the chase with both Stenhouse and Bain. But 2 wins. Damn. Austin won a race. And nothing is ever going to change that. Ryan Blaney, the best driver in NASCAR, except he has Penske's second-rate equipment. Next year he won't. Next year he's actually going to have good equipment. And maybe, just maybe, he'll win 4 races like Larson did this year. That'd be nice. Denny, you're just doing everything in your power to piss me off. First you beat Truex, and then you, next week, wreck Truex. Danny, you used to be one of my favorite drivers. Why would you do this to me, Danny? I used to like you. Harvick. I liked Harvick for maybe 1 year, and then 2007 happened, and the rest was history. Chase Elliott, wow, he did it again. Managed to point his way into the chase without even needing a win. And as a matter of fact, he is the only driver from Hendrick to point his way in. Johnson would have done it, but Case Kane would not have, had it not been when you're in bullshit. So, Chase, I need to signify the fact that you're in on points. I forgot to do this last year. I don't know why I forgot to do this last year, but these are the ones that make it in on points. Kenseth. Poor Matt Kenseth. An ambulance, ironically, puts him into a life or death situation. But his name's Matt Kenseth. You know how Matt Kenseth rolls? He'll be in the Final Four and win the championship without winning any races because 2003 was a thing. Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be great if he won the championship just by winning Homestead? Oh, that'd be so good. Even if he didn't win Homestead, if he pointed his way to Homestead and won the championship without Oh man, I want that in my life. McMurray. Hey Jamie. Larson's won 4 races this year. What's up, buddy? What's up, Jamie Mick? Gotta figure that shit out, bro. Ooh, nice throw. I'm watching football at the moment. I didn't think I'd be doing that this year, but I am. Anyway, that is the rundown. It's terrible, and I apologize for how shit this video is, but hey, I'm a little debilitated over the fact that I might not be in college tomorrow. So, let's just forget I said anything. Chicago, New Hampshire, and Dover. Well, we all know what happened at Chicago last year. Ryan Blaney almost won. If that could happen. Anything could happen at Chicago. Chicago's a weird racetrack. You think it's going to be boring, and then somehow Ryan Blaney's leading on the final restart, you know? Oh, New Hampshire. Yes, everyone's favorite track. Fuck New Hampshire. Dover. This track in June is great, but during the chase it's one of the worst races of the year. So it probably will be once again. Who wins those races? Who advances into round 2? We'll find out right now. So I got Keselowski, Truex, Larson, Johnson, Kyle Busch, Kurt Busch, Stenhouse, Blaney, Hamlin, Harvick, Chase Elliott, and Matt Kenseth. I was really debating whether or not Blaney would make this round. He has so much shit fucking luck. And I kind of want to replace him with Ryan Newman. I just want to swap Ryans. That's a fetish I have, but anyway. Yeah, I'd totally swap Ryans right now. But I'm going to stick with this prediction. So, yeah. But that's the only thing I'd change, honestly. So, Chicago. Jimmie Johnson proves once again that he fucking knows what he's doing. And he wins the first race in the chase. Because that's what he does. He's Jimmie Johnson and he wins things. Especially in the chase. New Hampshire and Dover, I have going to Truex both. I think that he needs to make a statement after the past 4 weeks of bullshit. He needs to make a statement at New Hampshire. He should have won it earlier this year. He had the speed, now he just needs to execute. Dover is obvious. I mean, he fucking murdered it. Murdered it last year. I mean, he's single-handedly responsible for the fucking stage bullshit. I mean, goddamn, he just needs to put another walloping on that like that again. That's all he's got to do. And he just might. You wait. So out of this round, who do you think is going to advance to round 3? We got Charlotte, Talladega, the Shit Show Central Station, SSCS, and Kansas. The best track of them all. So who is going to win these races? Well, you got to wait and find out, because I'm about to sneeze. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. Hang on, it's going to happen, I promise. Ooh, I'm just about there. It's going to go away, isn't it? God damn, where's the feather when you need it? I guess it's gone. Oh my. Whoops. Forgot to put someone down. Yep. Yikes. Forgot to put someone down here. How about I just do that on the fly right now? There we go. All better. You saw nothing. Jimmie Johnson, Truex, Keselowski, Harvick, Larson, Kyle Busch, Hamlin, and Matt Kenseth. See, I'm telling you, Matt Kenseth does Matt Kenseth things in these fucking chases. Anyway, who do I think is going to win Charlotte? Well, Jimmie Johnson. I mean, Johnson and Charlotte go like bread and butter, you know. He hasn't been that competitive there since they, you know, repaved or changed the name from Lowe's and all that good shit, but he's Jimmie Johnson. I mean, haven't I said it enough? Stop doubting Jimmie Johnson. Jesus, why do I need to have an explanation for this shit? Keselowski winning Talladega. I mean, Talladega, he should have won last year. Talladega is Brad Keselowski's stomping grounds. I mean, if it weren't for his engine last year, he would have had it. And, yeah. So I think his engine holds up this year. And he's got that shit. He's fucking got that shit. Kansas, I'm giving to Truex, mostly because I want him to have a win going into this round. Because I'm very scared that he wouldn't advance from round 2 due to Talladega's bullshit. if he doesn't get a win at Kansas. So I say he sweeps Kansas. I mean, if he can get the auto owner's car repaired for that race. Because the auto owner's car that he has wrecked at both Indianapolis and Richmond now has been his fastest car all season, and we saw it in both those races. He was the only one that would ever charge down Kyle Busch in that race. And obviously, he fucking led 198 laps on Saturday. So, yeah. I don't need to explain this shit, man. And, yeah, he did great at Kansas as well. He had really good long runs then as well. You see, Blaney was good on the short runs at Kansas. Truex was good on the long runs at Kansas. He was driving the auto owner's car then. I don't know if it's anything to do with the body or the chassis that they use with the auto owner's car, but the auto owner's car is so damn fast. I wish they could bring that to every racetrack. But he's wrecked it twice now, so who knows how long that speed is going to last. Which is why, oh, I really fucking wish he won yesterday. Saturday. Whatever fucking day it is. Anyway, only 4 will survive, man. Only 4 will survive. And those 4 are going to be, obviously not Matt Kenseth, because I totally forgot about that. So that's a spoiler if I've ever seen one. Okay, final 4. I announced on Twitter. Truex, Larson, Busch, Hamlin. Denny Hamlin hasn't been that good at Martinsville in recent years. And the only way that you're going to keep Jimmie Johnson out of this final 4 is if you win at Martinsville, Texas, and Phoenix, and it's not Jimmie Johnson. So I say that Denny Hamlin finally breaks the Martinsville demons that he's had over the past few years, gets another win there. Texas is going to be the tough race. I mean, Jimmie Johnson, I think, has actually won every single Fall Texas race ever run. Even before he was in the Cup Series, he won that race. I mean, Racing Reference is going to say differently, but you damn well know that he won that race. I mean, it's obvious. He wins that every single year. And the only one that I think would be able to beat Jimmie Johnson at his best fucking race, in his best fucking race every single year, is Kyle Busch. I hate Kyle Busch. He's going to get a win at Texas. Phoenix is the trouble spot. Phoenix, Jimmie Johnson, and Martin Truex Jr. had the best cars at Phoenix last season in the chase. And, well, they both got innocuous fucking penalties that they shouldn't have gotten. And any other race they wouldn't have gotten. So, hey, very interesting. I do believe that Kyle Larson is going to win that race. And you see, the reason that I say that is because he wins California, Michigan, and Richmond. What do all those tracks have in common? They're all shaped like a D. The only track that's even remotely shaped like a D in the chase is Phoenix. I mean, Larson has it. It's a no-brainer. And Truex, you may think that he'd choke away getting into the final round. Well, you see, he's going to have 7 wins by the time this time of the season comes up, all right? He's going to have 7 wins, okay? That's 35 bonus points on its own. And you're forgetting that he's stage winner MTJ. I mean, he could win every single stage in all of these races, for all we know. I mean, he's a lock for Homestead. I sure fucking hope he's a lock for Homestead anyway. As we've seen in NASCAR, some fucking times, people who deserve to get the championship don't get the championship. Anyway, Mark Martin, 2009. The point is, you're all wondering, who do I pick for this championship? Truex is the obvious pick. Homestead's a 1.5 mile track. Truex is best at 1.5 mile tracks. He should have won so many fucking races this year if it weren't for stupid bullshit. Got one back in Vegas, and it's all been downhill ever since. He has such a big advantage going into the chase, but in the final race, that won't make any difference, which is a scary prospect. Hamlin, on the other hand, I do think that if Denny Hamlin makes it to the Final Four, it's especially back in 2014 when this format was first announced. Hamlin's best track has been Richmond, Martinsville, Homestead, Miami. That's been his best 3 tracks. He has, behind Greg Biffle, the most wins at Homestead. And yeah, I still can't believe that he didn't win the championship in 2014. But if he makes it back to Homestead, he's going to be really tough to beat. Kyle Busch is Kyle Busch. I despise Kyle Busch. But if he doesn't win Texas, I'd say he's got a chance that he won't make the Final Four. Because between Truex and Johnson, I mean, Johnson's going to win a race in the chase. I mean, if none of these predictions come right, this one will. Jimmie Johnson will win at least one race in the chase. That is just a fact of life. That would give Jimmie Johnson 4 wins, 20 bonus points, extra 5 going into Martinsville, Texas, and Phoenix if he makes it to round 3. Kyle Busch does have a big stage point advantage. But as we've seen, he stumbles in the chase. Last year was, an outlier. I mean, if Truex hadn't gotten fucked over, he could have very well made it into the third round. There were a lot of circumstances that helped out all of the Gibbs drivers going into Talladega. Lots of circumstances. If those circumstances don't play out, I don't see Kyle Busch making it out of this round. I mean, Kevin Harvick's the only reason that he made it out of that round in 2015. I don't even remember what happened in 2014, but he didn't make the Final Four. So, you see, Kyle Busch stumbles in the chase. He can have as good of a season as he wants elsewhere, but he stumbles in the chase. I mean, that's just a fact of life. He stumbled in the chase last season. He just made it... I mean, the only reason that he stumbled was because he made a terrible call in the final, restart. Or that was Adam Stevens, I don't know. But they still stumbled. I mean... Yeah, it's going to be tough for Kyle Busch to win the championship this season. Which is strange, seeing as how he has had the best car behind Truex and Larson. 4 wins for Kyle Larson. Remember back in 2014 when I said that I wasn't going to take off my Larson hat until Larson won? Boy, am I glad that I forgot about that, because that would have taken a while. Back at the start of 2014, I saw nothing in Larson. By mid-season, I thought I was proven right. When the chase rolled around, I thought, you know what? I think he's got it. ...2015... very tough on Larson. Did I say 15? I meant to say 15 if I said something other than 15. 2015 was tough on Larson. And I think grinding his way to the win at Michigan in 2016, I mean, if he had just won early, like if he had actually gotten a win in 2014, I don't know if he would be as strong as he is now. Because honing his skills and fighting through the tough shit that happened to him in both 2015 and 2016, I think is what made him as good as he is now. If he had gotten that early win, I think he would stumble in these late race restart situations, such as Michigan. Even Dover earlier this season, I'm surprised they stumbled then. But that too was a good learning experience. But as we've seen, Larson at Homestead, even in his worst season in 2015, this, I think, would be the strongest Final Four and would put on the best show. But there can only be one goddamn champion. And, by means of kind of a reverse psychology type thing, I'm not gonna say that the guy that I predicted the past 2 years is gonna be champion. Kyle Larson wins the 2017 NASCAR Monster Energy Cup Series championship. I want Truex to win so badly. But I just know something's going to happen. Don't know when. Don't know how. But I know it's going to happen. Truex really deserves the championship this season. He'll probably get on a roll in a chase. The question is it going to happen? Between Denny and Kyle Busch, I don't think they could beat Truex. Unless something stupid happens. The only one that I can see beating Truex on speed at Homestead is Larson. And even if it's clear between Truex and Larson that they are the cars to beat at Homestead, Kyle Busch and Denny Hamlin will be right there, and they'll put on a good show too. Even if it doesn't look like they'll win. They may lead laps. But I doubt that they'd win between Larson and Truex. The one thing that I can see Truex having over Larson is the experience at Homestead. We've seen that Larson is ungodly strong at Homestead. It's clearly his best track, and he should have 2 wins there at least coming into this year. But that late race shit, the things that have prevented Larson from winning those races, and a lot of it could be traced back to Larson not being in the Final Four of either of the last 2 years. And NASCAR trying to do Brian France type things to make sure that, that you know. With Larson actually in the Final Four, would they be hesitant to pull that fucking trigger? I don't know. Hopefully they will. But if Larson and Truex are in the Final Four at Homestead, it is going to be an unmissable race. I'm not excited to see what will happen if we get to Homestead and Truex and Larson are in the Final Four. The reason that I say that is because while I like Kyle Larson, while I think he is in my top 5 favorite drivers right now, top 3 maybe even, while I would love to see him win this championship, I just want to see my favorite driver win a championship. That was stolen from me in 2009, ripped away with brute fucking force last year. I was too young to understand 2002, and I wasn't even alive to witness 1990. Just one time. I want my favorite driver to win the championship. And Larson's going to have probably a 25-year plus career. I mean, he could very damn well win 5 championships. He's that good, and I am very excited to see what he does in the future. But I just want Truex to win the championship. But I know in the back of my mind, ain't no fucking chance. Which is why I predict Kyle Larson is your 2017 Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series champion. What a brutal video this has been. An emotional roller coaster, to say the least. Oh, man. Please, Truex. Please. I need something to be happy about, dude.